chosen one, you are forever young by God's gift. There is something quietly powerful unfolding around your life, something that cannot be seen with human eyes, yet it is shaping your future with care and love. And if you drift away from this moment, you might miss a blessing that was meant to touch you right now in a very personal way. There are times when life makes you feel worn down, as if the weight of your journey has slowly taken something away from your spirit, leaving behind a feeling of tiredness that no rest seems to fully heal. Yet even in those quiet struggles, God has been working gently within you, restoring something far deeper than physical strength, something that time itself cannot take away. He has placed within you a kind of youth that does not fade with years, a light that continues to glow even when everything around you feels dim and uncertain. Some people measure youth by what they see in the mirror, by the smoothness of skin or the energy in their steps, but God measures it differently, in a way that touches the soul rather than the body. He sees the hope that still lives inside you, the kindness that you continue to show even after being hurt, and the quiet faith that keeps you standing when everything else feels like it is falling apart. This is the youth that He protects, the youth that He renews again and again, even when you feel like you have nothing left to give. If your heart holds even a small trust in His promise, type 999. There is a sacred truth that many never fully understand, and it is that God does not allow His chosen ones to fade in the way the world expects, because He has placed something eternal inside them that keeps them alive with purpose and meaning. Even when your body feels tired, even when your mind feels heavy, there is a deeper part of you that continues to rise, that continues to hope, and that continues to believe, because it is held by His love. Right now, in this very moment, there is a quiet invitation for you to open your heart and receive what God is offering, because He is not asking for perfection or strength, but simply for your willingness to trust that He is still working in your life. There is something beautiful happening within you, something that is slowly renewing your spirit in ways you may not fully notice yet. But one day you will look back and realize that He never stopped caring for you. If this message is touching your heart and bringing even a small sense of peace within you, gently take a moment to like this video, so this light can continue reaching souls who are waiting for this same comfort. There are seasons in life when everything feels slow and heavy, when it seems like nothing is changing and nothing is moving forward. But those are often the moments when God is doing His deepest work. He is not rushing, because what He is building inside you is meant to last, and He is carefully shaping your heart so that it remains soft, hopeful, and full of life, no matter what you face. You may not always feel strong, and there may be days when you feel like you have lost something important within yourself, but the truth is that God has not allowed anything truly valuable to be taken from you. What He has placed inside you is protected, nurtured, and continually renewed by His presence, even when you are not aware of it. Please subscribe to this channel to receive blessings. There is a gentle strength growing inside you, a quiet confidence that does not come from the world, but from the deep assurance that God is with you. This strength does not shout or demand attention, but it carries you through your hardest days with a calm and steady peace that cannot be easily shaken. You are not becoming less as time passes. You are becoming more of who God created you to be, and that is a journey that brings a different kind of youth, one that is filled with wisdom, compassion, and a deeper understanding of love. This is the kind of youth that never fades, because it is rooted in something eternal. Even when you feel alone, even when you feel like no one truly sees what you are going through, God is there, watching over you with a love that never grows tired. He sees every tear, every quiet moment of struggle, and every effort you make to keep moving forward, and He honors all of it with a care that is beyond human understanding. There is a reason why your heart still longs for something more, why it refuses to settle into emptiness, and that is because God has placed a living hope inside you that continues to grow and breathe no matter what you face. That hope is your connection to Him, and it is what keeps your spirit alive and young. You are not defined by your past, and you are not limited by your present, because God is already working on your future, preparing something that will bring you joy, peace, and a sense of fulfillment that goes beyond anything you have known before. He is guiding you step by step, even when the path feels unclear. Most people ignored this strange 7-second exercise when they first heard about it. That changed when stories began surfacing from people who had paid off debt, upgraded their lifestyles, purchased new homes, and experienced unexpected financial improvements. A recently surfaced CIA document points to an unusual brainwave process that is rapidly gaining attention online. Reports claim that 4 separate neuroscience research teams examined the method and found evidence that it may help shift mental patterns connected to wealth, opportunity, and personal success. Those who once struggled financially now say money seems to appear in ways they never anticipated. As interest grows, information about this method is becoming increasingly difficult to find. Click the link in the description and comments below to learn what everyone is talking about. There is something sacred about the way God restores His chosen ones, because He does it gently, patiently, and with a love that never forces or rushes. He understands your heart, your fears, and your struggles, and He meets you exactly where you are, offering comfort and renewal in ways that feel personal and real. Every day that you continue to trust Him, even in the smallest way, you are allowing that divine youth within you to grow stronger, brighter, and more alive. It is not something you have to fight for, because it is a gift that He has already placed inside you, waiting to be embraced. You are held by a love that does not age, a love that does not weaken, and a love that continues to pour into your life with gentle strength and quiet power. This love is what keeps you going, what lifts you when you feel low, and what reminds you that you are never truly alone. As you continue on your journey, remember that what God has given you cannot be taken away by time, by circumstances, or by the opinions of others. It is something deeper, something stronger, and something that will carry you through every season of your life with grace and peace. There is a quiet beauty in the way your spirit continues to rise, even after everything you have faced, and that is a reflection of the gift that God has placed within you. It is a sign that you are still growing, still becoming, and still moving towards something meaningful and beautiful. The kind of youth that God gives is not loud or overwhelming, but it is steady and peaceful, growing quietly within you like a soft light that never goes out, even during your darkest nights. It does not depend on circumstances, and it does not fade when life becomes difficult, because it is rooted in something far greater than what can be touched or measured by human understanding. This is the gift that keeps you moving forward, even when your strength feels low, and it is the reason why your heart still finds a way to hope again. There are days when you might look back at your life and wonder how you have made it this far, especially when you remember the pain, the confusion, and the moments when you felt like giving up completely. Yet here you are, still standing, still breathing, and still carrying a quiet strength that refuses to disappear. That strength is not your own, but it is something that God has been carefully building inside you, piece by piece, through every experience you have faced. If you feel that quiet strength growing within you, type yes. God understands the depth of your journey, and He sees the parts of your heart that others may never fully understand, the silent battles you have fought, and the courage it took for you to keep going when everything felt heavy. He has not overlooked any of it, and He has not allowed your pain to be wasted, because He is turning it into something meaningful, something that will one day shine as a testimony of His love and faithfulness in your life. There is a gentle transformation happening within you, one that may not be visible on the outside, but it is shaping the very core of who you are becoming. You are being renewed from within in a way that brings peace instead of pressure and hope instead of fear. This transformation is not about becoming someone else, but about becoming more fully yourself, the person God created you to be, filled with light, compassion, and a quiet confidence that comes from knowing you are deeply loved. Sometimes, the world tries to tell you that time takes things away from you, that it slowly diminishes your value or your strength, but God tells a different story, one that is filled with restoration, renewal, and a love that continues to grow stronger with every passing moment. He does not see you as fading or losing anything important, but as someone who is gaining depth, wisdom, and a richer understanding of life and love. If you believe that God is renewing your spirit even now, type 222. There is a calm assurance that begins to settle in your heart when you start to understand this truth, a peace that does not depend on what is happening around you, but comes from knowing that you are held by something unchanging. This assurance becomes your strength during difficult times, your comfort during moments of uncertainty, and your reminder that you are never alone, no matter how quiet things may feel. God's presence in your life is not distant or unreachable, but close, personal, and deeply caring, guiding you in ways that feel gentle and natural rather than forced or overwhelming. He knows exactly what you need, even before you are able to express it, and He provides for you in ways that may not always be obvious at first, but become clear when you look back and see how everything has unfolded. There is a softness in the way He works within you, a patience that allows you to grow at your own pace without fear of falling behind or not being enough. He is not measuring your progress against anyone else, but is simply walking with you, step by step, nurturing your spirit and helping you become stronger in ways that truly matter. Even in your quietest moments, when you feel like nothing is happening and nothing is changing, there is a deeper work taking place within your soul, one that is preparing you for something meaningful and beautiful. This preparation is not always easy to understand, but it is always guided by love, and it is always leading you towards something that will bring you peace and fulfillment. What if the ability to attract greater wealth has been inside your mind all along? Newly revealed CIA-related research describes a brief 7-second routine believed to activate a little-known mental state associated with abundance and achievement. According to reports, the technique was reviewed by multiple neuroscience laboratories and is now being used daily by thousands of people looking to escape financial pressure and create a life filled with freedom, travel, and opportunity. Due to growing attention, access to this information may not remain available for long. Click the link in the description and comments before it disappears. You are not meant to carry the weight of your journey alone, and you are not expected to have all the answers or all the strength on your own. God is with you, supporting you, encouraging you, and reminding you that it is okay to lean on Him, to trust Him, and to allow His love to carry you through every season of your life. There is something deeply comforting about knowing that no matter how much time passes, no matter how many challenges you face, the core of who you are remains untouched by fear, untouched by doubt, and filled with a quiet, steady light that continues to shine. This is the gift that God has given you, a gift that keeps you alive with hope and purpose. As you continue to move forward, there will be moments of clarity where you begin to see just how much you have grown, how much you have been restored, and how much of God's love has been working within you all along. These moments will remind you that nothing you have gone through was meaningless, and that every step of your journey has been guided with care. There is no need to rush or to worry about what lies ahead, because God is already there, preparing the way for you and making sure that you are exactly where you need to be. He is not in a hurry, and He is not asking you to be perfect, but simply to trust Him and to keep moving forward with a heart that remains open and willing. The youth that God has placed within you is not something that can be taken away, because it is rooted in His love, and His love does not change or fade. It continues to grow, to strengthen, and to bring life into every part of your being, reminding you that you are still becoming, still growing, and still moving towards something beautiful. The gift of being forever young in God's love is not something that appears suddenly, but something that unfolds gently over time, like a flower opening slowly under the warmth of sunlight. You may not always notice the change as it is happening, but deep within you, something is growing stronger, something is becoming lighter, and something is being healed in ways that you may not fully understand yet. This quiet renewal is a sign that God is working within you, shaping your heart and restoring your spirit with great care and tenderness. There have been seasons when your heart felt heavy, when the weight of disappointment, loss, or confusion made it difficult to see any light ahead, and yet even in those times, God did not step away from you. He stayed close, holding you in ways that you could not always feel, guiding you through paths that you did not always recognize, and protecting a part of you that could never be broken or lost. That part of you, the deepest part of your soul, has remained alive and full of hope because it belongs to Him. If your soul still feels that gentle hope, type 1010. There is something truly beautiful about the way God restores your spirit, because He does not rush the process or force you into something you are not ready for. He understands your pace, your struggles, and your fears, and He meets you with patience and kindness at every step of your journey. This kind of love is rare in the world, but it is constant in Him, and it is what allows your spirit to remain young, open, and full of possibility, no matter what you have faced. As you continue walking through life, you may notice that your perspective begins to change in small but meaningful ways, and things that once felt overwhelming begin to feel lighter, while moments of peace begin to appear more often. This is not a coincidence, but a quiet sign that God is renewing your mind and heart, helping you see life through a lens of hope rather than fear. He is teaching you to trust again, to believe again, and to feel joy in ways that are deeper and more lasting. If you feel God gently restoring your heart, type yes. There is a sacred strength growing inside you, one that does not depend on circumstances or outcomes, but is rooted in the deep assurance that you are loved, valued, and protected by God. This strength is not loud or forceful, but calm and steady, guiding you through each day with a quiet confidence that you may not have felt before. It is the kind of strength that allows you to keep going, even when the path ahead is unclear. You may still have moments of doubt or fear, and that is a natural part of being human, but those moments do not define you or take away from the work that God is doing within you. He sees beyond those feelings and looks directly at your heart, where your faith continues to grow, even in the smallest ways. Every time you choose to trust Him, even when it is difficult, you are allowing that divine youth within you to become stronger and more alive. There is something deeply comforting about knowing that God is not focused on your imperfections, but on your potential, and He is constantly working to bring out the best in you. He is shaping your character, strengthening your spirit, and filling your life with meaning in ways that go beyond what you can see right now. This process may take time, but it is always guided by love, and it is always leading you towards something beautiful. You are not meant to carry the burdens of life alone, and God does not expect you to be strong all the time. He invites you to rest in His presence, to find comfort in His love, and to allow Him to carry the weight that feels too heavy for you. In that rest, your spirit is renewed, your heart is softened, and your inner strength is restored in a way that feels gentle and peaceful. A brainwave technique, once hidden from public view, is now becoming available to everyone. Taking only seconds to perform, the method is being called a breakthrough by those who have experienced positive changes after using it. Experts suggest it may stimulate an underused mental center associated with prosperity and personal growth. Click the link in the comments below before the information disappears again. Even when you feel like you are not making progress, even when it seems like you are standing still, God is still working within you, preparing you for what is ahead and strengthening you in ways that you may not yet recognize. There is no wasted moment in your journey, and every step you take, no matter how small, is part of a greater plan that is unfolding with care and purpose. The youth that God has given you is not something that fades with time, but something that grows deeper and richer as you continue to walk with Him. It is a youth of the Spirit, a freshness of the heart, and a light within you that continues to shine no matter what happens around you. This light is a reflection of His love, and it is something that will guide you through every season of your life. There is a quiet joy that begins to take root within you when you start to understand this truth, a joy that does not depend on external circumstances, but comes from within, from the deep connection you have with God. This joy is not loud or overwhelming, but gentle and steady, bringing a sense of peace and contentment that stays with you even during difficult times. You are becoming someone stronger, wiser, and more compassionate, and this transformation is a beautiful reflection of God's work in your life. He is not only renewing your spirit, but also shaping your heart in a way that allows you to love more deeply, to care more sincerely, and to live more fully in the present moment. As you continue forward, remember that you are held by a love that never changes, a love that continues to renew you, strengthen you, and guide you every step of the way. This love is your foundation, your source of strength, and the reason why your spirit remains alive and forever young. As you sit with this gentle awareness, you may begin to notice how your heart responds in a way that feels lighter, as if something heavy has slowly been lifted without you even realizing when it happened. This is how God works within you, not by force or urgency, but with a softness that reaches the deepest parts of your soul, bringing peace where there was once confusion, and bringing calm where there was once unrest. He does not rush your healing, because He understands that true restoration takes time, and He is patient with every step you take. There have been moments in your life when you felt like you were losing yourself, when the weight of responsibilities, disappointments, and unanswered hopes made you question whether that light within you would ever feel strong again. Yet even in those moments, God was not distant, and He was not silent in the way the world might think, because His presence was quietly holding you together, protecting a part of you that could never truly be lost. That part of you continues to breathe, continues to hope, and continues to carry a gentle strength that comes from Him alone. If you feel God holding your heart even in your weakest moments, type 1111. There is a deep comfort in knowing that God does not measure your worth by how strong you appear or how much you achieve, but by the love that lives within you and the sincerity of your heart. He sees the small acts of kindness you offer, the quiet patience you show, and the moments when you choose to keep going, even when it would be easier to give up. All of these things matter to Him, and they are part of the reason why your spirit remains alive and full of light. The world may often speak in ways that make you feel like you are running out of time, as if there is always something you are supposed to be doing, achieving, or becoming. but God speaks in a different way, one that invites you to slow down, to breathe, and to remember that your journey is not a race. He is not asking you to prove your worth, because your worth has already been established in His love, and that love is not something that fades or weakens over time. If your heart is choosing to rest in God's timing, type 2020. There is something deeply healing about allowing yourself to trust that God is guiding your life, even when you do not fully understand the path you are on. This trust creates space within you for peace to grow, for hope to take root, and for your spirit to feel renewed in a way that is both gentle and powerful. It is in this trust that your inner youth begins to shine more clearly, because it is no longer weighed down by fear or uncertainty. You may begin to notice that the things which once drained your energy no longer have the same hold over you, and that is because God is strengthening your heart from within, helping you see things differently and respond with a calm that was not there before. This is not something you are forcing, but something that is naturally unfolding as you draw closer to Him and allow His presence to guide your thoughts and emotions. There is a quiet beauty in the way your spirit is being restored, because it is not something that needs to be displayed or proven to anyone else, but something that you feel within yourself in the most personal and meaningful way. It is the feeling of being at peace even when life is uncertain, the feeling of being held even when you feel alone, and the feeling of knowing that everything is going to be okay, even when you do not have all the answers. Researchers suggest that a little-known region of the brain may play an important role in achievement, confidence, and financial growth. Once discussed only within restricted studies, a newly revealed frequency is now helping people move beyond financial stress and toward greater peace of mind. Perhaps this message appeared for a reason. Click the link in the description and comments now to activate this hidden brainwave. God is not finished with you, and He is not waiting for you to become perfect before He continues His work in your life. He is already moving, already shaping, and already filling your days with small moments of grace that are meant to remind you of His presence. These moments may seem simple, but they carry a deep significance, because they are part of a greater story that is unfolding with care and intention. The youth that God has given you is not something fragile or temporary, but something steady and enduring, something that grows stronger as you continue to walk with Him. It is found in your ability to love, to forgive, to hope, and to keep moving forward, even when the path feels difficult. These qualities are not signs of weakness, but signs of a spirit that is alive and deeply connected to something eternal. As you continue on your journey, there will be moments when you look back and realize just how far you have come and how much you have been restored without even noticing it at the time. You will see how God was present in every step, guiding you, protecting you, and gently leading you towards something better than you could have imagined on your own. There is no need to fear the passing of time, because what God has placed within you is not bound by it. Your spirit is being renewed day by day, filled with a quiet strength and a gentle peace that continues to grow regardless of what is happening around you. This renewal is a reflection of His love, and it is something that will remain with you through every season of your life. Even now, as you pause and reflect, there is a sense of calm that begins to settle within your heart, a quiet reminder that you are safe, that you are loved, and that you are being guided with care. This feeling is not temporary, but a glimpse of something deeper that is taking root within you, something that will continue to grow as you remain close to God. You are not losing anything that truly matters, and you are not falling behind in any way that God sees, because He is working with a perspective that goes beyond time and beyond human understanding. He knows exactly where you are, exactly what you need, and exactly how to guide you toward a future that is filled with hope, peace and lasting joy. As you move through your days, you may begin to notice that your reactions to life are changing in subtle ways, and situations that once brought worry or fear now feel softer, easier to handle, and less overwhelming than before. This is not because the challenges have disappeared, but because something inside you has been strengthened, something that allows you to face those challenges with a calm and steady heart. That strength comes from God, who has been quietly renewing your spirit, helping you grow in ways that are gentle and lasting. There have been times when you felt like you were carrying too much, when the weight of your thoughts and emotions made it difficult to find peace. Yet even in those moments, God was present, holding you with a love that never grows tired. He has been lifting those hidden burdens little by little, replacing them with a sense of peace that settles deeply within you, reminding you that you do not have to carry everything on your own. If you feel God gently removing burdens from your heart, type 222. There is something beautiful about the way God restores your inner life, because He does it with patience and care, never forcing you to change, but allowing you to grow naturally as you draw closer to Him. This kind of growth is not rushed or pressured, but steady and meaningful, shaping your heart in a way that brings lasting peace and quiet joy. You may not always see it happening, but over time, you will begin to notice how much lighter you feel, how much clearer your thoughts become, and how much more at ease your spirit is. God sees every part of your journey, even the parts you may feel are too small or unimportant to matter, and He values each moment as something meaningful. He understands the effort it takes for you to keep moving forward, especially during times when it would be easier to stop and give up. He honors your perseverance, your faith, and your willingness to trust Him, even when the path is not clear. If your heart is choosing to trust Him more each day, type yes. There is a quiet transformation happening within you, one that goes beyond what can be seen or measured, and it is shaping your life in ways that will continue to unfold over time. This transformation is not about becoming someone else, but about becoming more deeply connected to who you truly are, the person God created you to be, filled with love, compassion, and a calm strength that carries you through every situation. You may begin to feel a sense of freedom that you did not notice before, a lightness in your heart that allows you to let go of things that once held you back, and a growing ability to remain peaceful even when circumstances are not perfect. This is the result of God's gentle work within you, helping you release what is no longer needed and embrace the life that He is preparing for you. There is something deeply reassuring about knowing that God is not in a hurry, and that He is guiding your life with care and intention. He is not asking you to have everything figured out, and He is not expecting you to be perfect, but simply to trust Him and to take each step with a heart that is open to His guidance. This trust becomes a source of strength, allowing you to move forward with confidence even when you do not see the whole picture. What if financial success has less to do with luck and more to do with a hidden signal within the mind? According to recently revealed information, a powerful brain frequency may help people recognize opportunities, increase focus, and attract greater abundance. Thousands are already exploring this technique and sharing surprising results. Click the link in the description and comments now to activate the wealth-focused brainwave today. Your spirit is being renewed in a way that is quiet but powerful, and this renewal is something that cannot be taken away by time or circumstance. It is rooted in God's love, which remains constant and unchanging, providing you with a foundation that is strong and steady, no matter what happens around you. This is the gift that keeps you grounded, peaceful, and full of life.